guys, welcome back. So we're going to jump right into the tutorial. I'm going to start off by priming my eyelids, and I'm using my MAC Soft Ochre paint pot. And then I'm just going to set this with this white powder from the Wet n Wild contouring palette. Going into the transition color, I'm going to be using Makeup Geek's eyeshadow in Peach Smoothie, and I'm using my Sigma E40 brush. I'm just blending that all over my crease and on my outer crease. Then I'm going to be using my Balm Cosmetics The Meet Matte Trimony palette, which I think is so beautiful. It's so nice. And I'm going to start off by using the shade Matte Lopez, and I'm just going to place that right under Peach Smoothie and on the outer corner of my eye. Then moving on, I'm going to go in with my Pony Effects eyeliner. It's in the shade Brown Sugar, so I'm just going to place that liner on my top lash line, and then I'm just going to go ahead and smoke it out with this brown matte Reed shade. And I'm just using a buffer brush kind of to just buff out that liner, and then I'm going to use my MAC brush and then my Sigma brush to just blend out that outer corner, really darken it up with that dark brown shade. Then going in with Matte Thomas, this is like a very mauvey pink rose color. I'm going to place that all over my lid and in the inner parts of my eye. Then going back in with Matte Evans, this is like a very creme brulee tannish color. I'm going to use this to really blend out that smoke on the outer part of my eye. Then I'm going to be using the black eyeshadow in the palette, which is called Matte Ahmed. And I'm just going to very precisely place that on the outer part of my eye and then just blend it out with my MAC 217 brush to really intensify the outer corners of my eye. Moving on to mascara, I'm going to be using my Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. I'm just going to coat my lashes as I prep them for falsies. And then, I don't know why I went in this order, but I went back in with this white shadow, which is Matte Lin, and I'm just going to use that to highlight my brow bone, and then I just blend out my crease again. For lashes, I use the Ardell 206 lashes or 208 lashes. I'm not sure, but I'll go ahead and link them down below. I love these lashes. They are a bit dramatic, so beware, but I absolutely love them. So moving on to the face, I'm going to go ahead and prime my face with my NYX Pore Filler and my Wet n Wild Base Detente primer. So first I go in with the pore filler, and then everywhere else I put the Wet n Wild primer. I really love this primer. It's super hydrating and I love the way it preps my skin. For foundation, of course, I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me foundation matte and poreless in the shade 220, and I'm just blending this out with my Morphe. I believe this is a 439 buffer brush. I love the way this makes my foundation look. I'm going to go ahead and spray my Real Technique sponge with my Mario Badescu spray, and then I'm going to go over my foundation with my sponge, and this is just going to give me some more coverage because I do put some more product on it, and it's going to absorb any excess product that should not be on there, and it also just helps with the flawless finish and coverage. For concealer, I'm using my NYX HD concealer, and I'm just going to blend that out with my Real Technique sponge, and this is in the shade Light. I didn't really highlight much because this concealer highlights on its own. So after that, I'm just going to go ahead and set my under eyes with my RCMA No Color Powder. I love this powder so much. It saves my life every single day. I love this cup. It says, leave a little sparkle wherever you go. That should be your life motto. So I'm just going to go ahead and dust off this powder, and then after that, I'm going to go ahead and set the rest of my face using my MAC Studio Fix in NC35. I love this because it gives me some color and it also sets my foundation, and I don't like using this where I highlight because or else I'm just going to look like all one color, but I really want to accentuate the highlight under my eyes. Then I'm going to be using my Wet n Wild contouring palette, and this is in the palette color or shade Dulce de Leche, and I'm just going to use the bronze shade to really carve out them cheekbones, girl. And this is my favorite contour brush. This is a crown chisel brush. Then I'm going to go ahead and blend out the rest of my bronzer, and this is using my Morphe M400 brush. This is also perfect for bronzing. I'm just going to use my RCMA No Color Powder to really clean up that contour. I'm just going to dust off that powder right off. It's not like we're baking. I just really wanted to clean it up down there because it was a little much. Then I'm going to move on to highlight. To prep for the powdered highlight, I'm using my Pony Effects Strobing Luminizer. Sorry, that was a really blurry shot, but my camera was acting up. Anyways, I'm placing this on the tops of my cheekbones to really prep for the powdered highlight, or else the powdered highlight will look really bad. So then after I blend it out with my Real Technique sponge, I'm going in with this Anastasia Glow Kit, and this is in the shade Dripping in Gold. So I'm just going to place that on the tops of my cheekbones with my Morphe fan brush. and once my highlight is good, well, I also put it on my nose and on my Cupid's bow. So once that is done, I'm moving on to blush. This is the Colourpop blush in the shade Clutch. And I'm just going to go ahead and place that in between the highlight and the bronzer. And I'm using my Real Techniques blush brush. So I'm just going to place it. You can pack it on because we're going to go in later. Well, right now, after I blend it out some more, I'm going to go in with my MAC powder again. That's kind of like the color of my skin tone. And I'm really going to blend everything out. This is key. I used to not do this because I just didn't have a powder that was the same color as my skin. But this is so key because you don't want your contour and your blush looking super, super harsh. Going back to the eyes, I'm going to be grabbing the dark shade we used, Matte Reed, and also the transition color, Matte Lopez. And I'm just going to buff that into my lower lash line with my Morphe M209 brush. And with my NYX Silver Glitter to go ahead and place that on my lower lash line. Looking back, I kind of wish I kept this look all matte, but if you guys love glitter, you're going to love this look. Going in with my MAC eyeshadow in Nylon, I'm going to use this to highlight my inner tear duct, and then somewhere in the process, I put some mascara on my lower lashes. I'm sorry I couldn't find the footage, but I used the same Telescopic Carbon Black mascara. Then I used the same Pony FX Brown Sugar Liner to go ahead and line my waterline. For the lips, I used Beeper by Colourpop, and then I just put Trap by Colourpop in the center to kind of give me like an ombre effect. Not really, just to kind of accentuate my lips some more. But once the lipstick is on, this look is complete. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I do recommend this Meek Matte Trimony palette. It is so beautiful, and it's a perfect matte palette. So if you guys like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. I don't think glitter was meant to put in your lower lashes, girl. Ready? And without further ado, hey, 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 hey.